Goal setting. What a goal is and how to achieve it. In this video, what makes a goal and how to achieve your goals. What is a goal? Well, a goal is something that you want to achieve. It's a motivator, something that will inspire you to take the required actions to achieve it, even if you don't know exactly how to do it all. And it's something that your non-conscious mind can help you achieve. So let's start there. Remember your RAS? It shows you the things like the one you just bought, thinking it was so unique, and then of course you see them all over the place on the way home. But it's also the secret to how you achieve goals. It allows things that resonate with you into your conscious mind, so long as your goal actually does resonate or motivate you. Then it will show you everything that takes you closer to achieving that goal, allowing you to take conscious action. That's why a goal really has to be a motivation for you. Other people's goals will not normally make it through your RAS unless that other person is important to you, so a child or a partner or something like that. Something that you really care about will make it through, and then you can consciously take the required action to bring that goal to fruition. Now, why are we talking about goals in a business video? Well, it's because you most likely have goals for your business, and if you don't, then you should have. For example, the end result of your business plan is a goal. That end of year holiday with your family is a goal. Opening another office, yeah, you're right, it's a goal. Growing the business is a goal. Oh, for some, staying in business is a goal. And you should be motivated by your own business success. Now, you can help your RAS. You don't have to leave everything up to your RAS. You can take conscious steps to make your business goals a reality. Just create a plan. Oh no, wait, some people don't like planning. And you can help your RAS. You don't have to leave everything to your RAS. You can take conscious steps to make your business goals a reality. Just document a series of actions that you can take that takes you from here to there. Take those actions, each in turn. Well, that's called planning for the rest of us. As an aside, planning is actually quite easy, and I'll share the secrets later in this video. Now, where to start? Well, sometimes we can easily see where to start and what actions are required. For the times where that isn't possible, start at the end state. Now, first we'll break down the steps into manageable bites, and then we'll look at what to do for each bite-sized piece. It'll make sense in just a second. Breaking down a mega project into bite-sized pieces. Imagine your final end state. It might be a newly built home with furnishings, decorations and all mod cons. And if that isn't one of your goals, well, we'll still use it as an example because everyone will be able to follow along the process. Now, what would it look like before it was quite finished? Well, obviously it'd be completely built, it would be painted, it would have light fittings, but perhaps no furniture or other fittings. Now, before that, built but not painted. Now continue working backwards. Prior to that state, it would have the frame but no internal wall coverings. Prior to that, it would have the frame, the external walls, and the plumbing and electrical infrastructure would be there. Prior to that, it would have the frame but no external walls yet. Prior to that, floorings. Prior to that, foundations. And prior to that, the groundwork for the foundations and the utilities. And you're right, there may be a little more to it than that, but you can see how easy it is to imagine the steps working backwards from the end state. It allows you to see the different stages in the project. Now, each of those descriptions delineates a stage of your project. Now, describe the difference created by each stage, and those descriptions form the skeleton of your action steps. So, dig footings could be a start. Now, if you complete the first stage and then the next and continue each stage in turn, you will complete your project. So now, what do we do with each stage? Well, here's a brief introduction to planning. It won't turn you into an expert, but it will allow you to plan your next project with confidence. List the known tasks. Just write down every task you can think of that needs to be done in order to complete that stage. And it doesn't matter if your list is not 100% accurate at this point. We're really, at the moment, just creating a place to start. Now we need to identify the dependencies. Do some of these tasks need to be performed before the others? Well, for example, you need to dig trenches before putting up the formwork, before pouring the concrete for the foundations for your house. So record which other tasks are prerequisite. So this task is dependent upon that task being complete against each task that you have. Now, not all of your list of tasks will have a prerequisite. Now, at this point, it can make things easier for the rest of your planning if you now resequence your list of tasks into the required order described by the dependencies. In other words, list the tasks in the order you need to perform them. Now, identify the resources you need for each task. In short, what do you need to be able to perform that task? You may need people with specific skills, a plumber, a painter, a bricklayer. You may need equipment that you use in the daily operation of your business, in which case it's not a major problem to get it when you need it. And you may need equipment not normally used by your business, in which case you'll need to take some steps to make sure you have it when you need it. Now, estimate the durations. How long will it take to perform each task if you have the identified required resources? Now, if you've never estimated before, then find someone to mentor you through the process. And again, the Contact Me form on this website can help you there. Now, add the estimated time or the estimated effort to the information recorded for each task. Now it's time to refine your list of tasks. You have an idea of the duration of each task. Now, add tasks to your list in order, such as order trench digger or hire plumber, so that the required resource arrives by the time you need it. Don't go looking for the resource the day you need it. There will be some lead time for almost everything. Now, by doing this, you ensure that resources are available at the time you actually need them. You can split existing tasks into two in terms of documentation if they are only partially dependent upon the earlier tasks. And that's it. You now have a list of tasks in the order you need to perform them. You know what resources you need for each and when to arrange those resources and how long each task will take. Add the date you want to start your project as the start date of the first task. Add the durations of the tasks through and record the finish and start dates of each subsequent task. And you have the plan for the project. Now, you don't have to do all this manually. There are many good project management applications available, and many are at no or little cost. Now, start your project when you said you would, and be prepared to adjust your plan as the project progresses. Not always do we get the estimate 100% correct, and sometimes, well, we find unexpected events. Now, here's another way for smaller projects. Take a blank page and make 3 columns. In the first column, document the worst 3, 4, 5 things about your business. The things that keep you awake at night, that add to your anxiety. Now draw a line across all 3 columns at the bottom of each description. In the middle column, next to each worst thing description, describe the best possible situation. Make it as rainbows and sunshine as you can. In the third column, describe what would need to happen to change the situation in the first column into the situation described in the second. Now, do whatever it is you said in that third column. That's planning for the rest of us. Your document will look something like this. So, set your goals, figure out what actions need to be taken to achieve them, and take those actions. It doesn't matter how small, but each day take one step towards your goals. Well, you can take lots of steps if you want, but take at least one step towards your goals. Do that and you must achieve them.